had, what Matt had, would it affect you, like, if you were driving? Like, would it be harder to see through the windows?
Well, it would affect a person who is driving because he has this limited vision. What that could also mean is that the Department of Motor Vehicles would put a restriction on his driver's license, and possibly one restriction would be that the person might only be able to drive it during the day, something along those lines. Each individual is assessed on their vision, what their vision is, and what type of report that they get from that person's doctor who has low vision. Nice questions.
Anyone else?
Okay.
Is it possible, like, if you're not, well, it's kind of hard to explain, but,
That's okay. Okay, your question?
Like, sometimes, like, I see people, like, when they're, like, some outdoors and they're, like, at a lake or something, they'll wear these special type of glasses that can see through the water. Can there be, like, glasses like that, or for, like, reading too?
I'm not positive, but I think that you can get goggles where you can see better underwater also.
Yeah, that's goggles like that.
You do?
They get really dirty in water, like sometimes.
Yeah. Have to be cleaned, I'm sure. Yes, your question? Not yet, please.
Wait, but what happens if you're driving? Can't you, like, do they have some, like, kind of glasses, where you tape those binocular things on them?
Actually, they do. They're connected. They do not come off. They are stationary. They are fixed to those lenses. They're generally not. They're generally not even as big as these, but they can. Some people do have glasses that have something like this attached to them.
So, like, for driving?
I'm not positive, but I think yes, that they can drive with them.
Okay.
I work with somebody who has vision that's a little worse than Matthew's, and she drives, but she limits her driving, and I'm not sure if she has what her restrictions are with her driver's license, but I know that she's very, very careful about the driving she does. She no longer wants to drive on the freeway, and she just drives the surface streets, meaning the street out here and down Union and so, those type of streets. Yes.
Like the same binoculars like that, like on like a regular pair of binoculars?
They're very similar, yes. The binoculars, the different sizes reflect the different type of magnification each one has. So, and they're very similar to your binoculars. Instead of having two, you've got the one, but you just turn it some to get it into focus to see what you're looking at. So they're very similar. Yes.
Which ones are, like, what ones are, like, the better ones? The bigger ones or the smaller ones? What would be?
I don't know that I can answer that. I think it ends up being what works best for an individual person. One person, the smaller one is going to work better for them, and for somebody else, they might need one this big or one close to this size, and this one wouldn't necessarily work for them. So it's really going to be what's going to be best for that individual.